Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Joe from Appleverse, and this is my review on the iPhone 5. Now, I'm not going to go that much into detail on the specs, because you can always go to the Apple website for that. I'm just pretty much going to talk about my experience with the phone itself. Now, first I'm going to talk about the hardware itself. It kind of looks like the 4S, and at the same time it doesn't. The back is made of metal. The phone is way thinner. It has a mini nano SIM card, and the headphone jack and the dock port have changed, as well as the speakers. The phone itself is twice as fast as the 4S. I haven't noticed any lag, and I've never really had to wait on the phone itself, so to me it seems a lot quicker than the iPad 3. It has LTE, but in my location where I live I don't have LTE, so I can't really test that. So throughout the whole OS, Facebook is integrated. So any sharing option you have, you're going to have the option to send it as a tweet or Facebook it, or send it as a message or email or whatever you're wanting to do. Another feature that improved in iOS 6 was Siri. So Siri now has access to more information if you ask it certain questions like sports points, I guess, or I don't really watch sports, so I don't really know about that kind of stuff. You can ask it certain things like what movies was this particular actor in, and it works pretty good. Let's see if I can test it right now. What movies was Jonah Hill in?
I found several movies starring Jonah Hill.
So it gives you a little list when you want to click movie. It gives you basic information such as who's in the movie, who's the director, the title, a little preview. You can watch a trailer. It gives you a little description of the movie, and it tells you at what movies it's playing at. You can also ask it questions like, what's a good place to eat? I think I did that before, I'm not sure.
I found 15 restaurants. 10 of them are fairly close to you. I've sorted them by rating.
Taco Bell. Damn. But yeah, it does this. Again, you can click the whatever restaurant you want. It's going to give you reviews, the phone number, the website, directions, photos if customers have posted photos on the website. Let's see what other questions you can ask it. What team did the Dallas Cowboys play?
The Cowboys were trounced by the Seahawks last Sunday. The final score was 27-7.
Yeah, I don't really watch sports, so I didn't know how to ask the question, but that's, you pretty much get the idea. Siri can now open apps. It's a bit slow, but if you're, busy, I guess it's useful. So let's try this. Open up Facebook.
Which app would you like to use? Facebook or Pages?
So it does that. But yeah, so Siri can pretty much open up apps for you. It's going to be the same thing. I think if you click this, it's going to have a little icon. So this is what Siri can do. You can ask it to call people, launch photos. I didn't know that. You can text Susan, I guess. You can set up a meeting. You can ask sports questions. You can ask for directions. You can tweet it with your location or a post. You can make reservations. You can see what movies are playing. You can play Nora Jones if you want. Remind me to call Mom. You can email Emily about the trip. I don't know what trip it is, but you can just email her. You can ask for the weather. You can ask for Apple stock price. You can set alarms. You can ask for Emily's address if you want to go check her out. Where's Brian? That guy's always lost. You can also note that you spent $12 on lunch. You can search the web for polar bears if you want. You can define words pretty much. And here I need to update my apps. A lot of the apps are updating for the extra space on the screen. If you are not updated, you are pretty much going to see Letterbox. So I haven't updated yet. I haven't had the time. But you're going to see a little, I don't know if you can see the difference. I'm trying to keep the camera in focus also in this frame. But it's going to have a letterbox. That's going to go away in a while. Another thing was maps. A lot of people are pissed about maps because it's not working properly, and it's the first time Apple does this. So I can see the mistakes. Unless you're using maps for a job or a vacation or unknown place, I think people are kind of overreacting on that. I've noticed most of the people complaining don't even use Apple, so I'm not sure what their deal is. Typical kids. So as far as maps, let me go to a cool place because where I live sucks and it doesn't have anything. So here's flyover on the maps. This thing is pretty impressive if you ask me. It looks way better on the iPad because it's a bigger screen. This thing looks 3D. Like this thing, it's pretty nice. Right now it does have glitches. It's a new service, so I expect them. They're gonna fix it. I just think people are kind of overreacting about the maps not working. On the maps itself, it's going to have little locations. So, World Trade Center, I guess if you want to check that out. Places to eat. Let me see here. Here's one right there. Places to eat. I don't know what that is. But if you click the little arrow, you're going to have a little header for the restaurant. You're going to have where it's at, the hours, the reviews, the phone number. A lot of this is helpful information. It's partnered up with Yelp. If you go to reviews, you're going to see customer reviews, also customer photos. So the customer goes there and they take pictures, they post them, you'd be able to see it. Contract of Google ended, so Apple took off Google Maps. And Google released their YouTube app. I'm not really too excited about it. It looks kind of, I don't know, it just looks kind of weird. What I don't like is your favorites. Favorites, it's hidden. Like you need to go out of what you're doing. You need to go in a home feed, and I guess it's okay. I just don't like the favorites, it's hidden. I kind of like the old YouTube app better. What this one offers is sharing options. When you're playing a video, if you want to check out the comments or even share a message, the video keeps playing, which is kind of cool still. iOS did not have that. So here are all my cool people that I follow. You can check out Daily Grace, The Verge, Catrific, Fart with Headphones On. All these are cool people. Oh yeah, my friend Nate. You can also follow him too. I have a whole bunch of subscriptions, so every day my videos load up. So the screen itself has 16% more pixels than the iPhone 4S. The color saturation is 44% more than the 4S. And it has 326 pixels per inch, giving it a total resolution of 1136 by 640. The resolution looks amazing. When I compared it to the 4S, the colors just pop out. The wallpapers look a lot better. People were making fun of the iPhone, I guess, because it's taller. But it makes sense, being that you use the phone with your thumb, so you can still access whatever you want. I guess it might be a bad example, but if you look at a remote control, it's a vertical too, because most of the time you could use it with one hand. I've read forums of Android users using the Samsung Note, having a problem with the phone, using it with one hand, that you immediately need to go to two hands. And adapting to the 4-inch screen, I haven't had any issues. It's pretty much the same. I have a little bit of trouble texting, I guess because it's thinner, but I'm getting used to it. But as far as the screen size, I'm loving the screen size. It has the same layout as the iPad now. So it's 4 icons across, 5 down, including the dock. And I think I read somewhere that the folders hold up to 16 icons. I haven't tested it yet. I may be wrong on that. Now, as far as glitches, what I've read online and what I noticed on mine is that the signal bar for the Wi-Fi, it kind of drops a 2 to 3 to 5. It never drops, but I just noticed that it kind of fluctuates. The iPad did that one time at the same time, so I don't know if it's just my Wi-Fi at home or if it's just, coincidence. It hasn't done it here at work. Right now I'm at work, so it hasn't done it. My signal's been pretty strong. I've noticed reports online saying that the Wi-Fi keeps dropping. I haven't noticed that issue. Thank God. Another thing that I noticed, I haven't reset the phone since then, so I don't know, maybe that corrected the issue. But if you take a picture, and if you slide it to the left, the picture tends to look kind of blurry. I thought it was the camera itself, but if you go back into your photos into the normal way, then, the picture looks fine. So, right now when I just did it, it looked kind of normal to me, so it might just, be a one-time thing. Other than that, I have no complaints about the phone itself. I sold my 4S about a month ago, maybe about a month and a half ago. So I'm just real excited to have a phone back, an iPhone back. I was using some little cheap phone. I was using a Panther Glacier before. But as far as the phone, it is super thin. It looks gorgeous as always. It feels delicate. It feels like you're gonna break it quick, but it's solid. I think I pretty much covered the basics on here. I love this phone. But if you guys have any more questions, just go ahead and tweet me at Appleverse, or you can just email me at appleverse@me.com, and I'll try to get back to you. So hopefully you like this review.